Welcome back to Bloom. Public speaking coach, professor of strategic communication, and author Dennis Kenney is back. And now we're talking Zoom. You know that swag, the secret sauce, the it factor, the real reason some people can command every room they walk into. Dennis, you have it.
I do.
You do.
Thank you, and as do you.
Oh, I don't know about that, but thank you. And thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You were talking about some of those skills before the break that AI is not going to be able to take, and this is one of them.
Yes, absolutely. The ability to walk into a space, command that attention, and also it's so interesting, in a world of technology, particularly where we're scrolling and we're deciding in milliseconds if we're going to continue to engage, that hook, that's what we bring into spaces in our everyday human device-free life. So it's important to really hone them.
I think you just defined what that charisma actually is. Do you think this is something that people are born with, or is it a skill that we can learn?
I love this question. It is a skill that can be acquired, 100%. Let's say I want to learn to be a better tennis player. Pretty much anybody can get it over the net, but if I want to learn the intricacies, the lob, the strategy, I take a lesson. It's the same with public speaking. However, there are just certain people that have that certain je ne sais quoi that can command the room, but it can absolutely be developed 1,000%.
You know what? I think if we can learn words like that, that helps our case for sure.
Absolutely.
What do you think the biggest myth is surrounding this? Because I hear it all the time. That person, I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but they just have it.
Yes. Well, I think the secret is that they are authentically themselves. We think the mistake was your question is that we have to be flashy and flamboyant. If that is true to who you are ingrained, then by all means, let's do that. But it's when somebody is comfortable in their skin. And here's an exercise for the viewers at home. It's called brand articulation. Think of 3 categories of somebody didn't see you speak, or if they did and they said, oh, how was Amber? How was when she was up there?
They probably do that all the time.
Yeah, they do, and clearly it's a resounding wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you.
But it is honestly something you need to think about. What is the essence you leave on that room? And so being reserved, using silence is one of the weapons that is never used. Allowing things to land like I'm doing right now with you.
Oh yeah, you're smooth.
Changing up that dynamic, so having that variety, it's within our grasp, not just if you were born a natural or not.
That makes it so much more obtainable, I think, to just be authentic, because so often we walk into a room thinking that we have to be this. And you know what? In one day, that thinking that we have to walk into a different room and be somebody else.
It's true.
It's too much.
Listen, I'm the expert, and still as I come up here in front of a camera, it still comes into me. It's human nature. We're going to want to do well. That's how we're programmed. However, if we put ourselves doing it so well is the do or die or the marker of success, we put ourselves at the finish line without running the race.
So true.
It is about being present in that moment. So what do I do even when it says, Dennis, I want to do well today? I say, let's take a breath to start. Let's listen to Amber's first question, and let's respond with the first truth, my gut reaction. Let's go somewhere unexpected and be okay with that.
And that right there is because I think so many people go into a room or a presentation or just a conversation, and they think they have to get all of these points out.
Absolutely.
Just out of their brain.
And that entire time where we're like this, thinking we have to get out of all of our points out, we're stunting ourselves from actually breathing and making spontaneous reactions. I'm going to go there right now. Even I say in my lectures, Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, iconic, life-changing, defining. He was not planning that day to say I have a dream. He had tested it over 10,000 hours in rallies. But a gospel singer who had saw him behind said, tell him about the dream, Dr. King. And in that moment, he had the wherewithal and confidence to go off script. So if you create with confidence, know what you're going to talk about, but then seize the moment like I'm doing right now and say, I'm going to go for it.
I was just going to ask, did you have this plan? Because you see as your entire body changes. You are letting come through and it's not a prepared monologue that people can see through.
Absolutely. And the reason why I can do that is because of years of being in the opposite direction, of being eager when you walk into a room. You can sense that.
Oh, yeah.
Have confidence, even in high-stakes situations, that you are enough, not to sound cliche, but you are, and you're also interviewing them in any capacity to see if it's the right fit.
That's it.
Yes.
That's that right there. You're going to have to come back because we're going to explore this. You just kind of scratched the surface, and I think a good start is just walking in, taking a breath.
Take the breath.
And then feeling.
And respond with the first truth. They say, how are you? What brought you here? You know the answer. It's your lived experience. Trust that.
And guess what? You can practice right during the break. Thank you so much, Dennis. We appreciate you being here. You're coming back because we're going to learn more because it can be acquired. You can find Dennis's tips on bloomtampabay.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.